Cross position on Entombed Valley. Top right is claimed by the Prime player. He is 4-0 in the group. He is in Code S already. But he still has to play. It is
MarineKing Prime.
MarineKing Prime is fighting for his teammate here. He is fighting for Boom Boom. If he loses, Boom Boom will be in Code A. If he wins, then Boom Boom has still a chance. He has to rely on... Well, actually doesn't even have to rely on... oh, never mind. Bottom left is occupied by StarCraft Ace. Yeah, Boom Boom has to win against Killer.
Yeah.
In order to force the tie situation. But MarineKing has to win. He's fighting for his teammate here. He's fighting for Boom Boom's chances to get into Code S. And Ace, well, it's in his own hands.
Yeah, he is at cross positions against MarineKing here. It is not going to be an easy match for him. MarineKing basically unstoppable on this map. He's not going to be doing a one-rack suspend. He's going to be doing a command center first. And I like this. I mean, he's got Code S no matter what. Why not do a build like this? CC first. Ace, oftentimes aggressive player, but he's not going to be able to stop a command center first. Not at cross positions especially.
The first thing that Boom Boom probably did after the last game is he went into MarineKing's booth and was like, okay, well, listen up, buddy. If you win right now, Bulgogi on me today.
Probably. Nexus going down for Ace very quickly here before his cores even. Yeah, he did it even before his gate was done. And this is also done without any scouting information of what MarineKing has done. So he's not doing this as a reaction to MarineKing. We could be in for yet another long game.
Yeah, we could well be. Entombed Valley, definitely a map where we've seen a lot of games end quite early with the first drop play. We think about exactly the same match right now, I guess. Nada against Creator is one of the best examples. It happened a lot more often.
Well, MarineKing, he always does that build. He will always, I mean, if he does any sort of fast expand, he will always follow up with a double gas and will go into that aggressive 2 medevac timing. And he does it better than almost anyone. So this is something that Ace is going to even be scared of. He has not seen what MarineKing is up to just yet, but because the barracks are so delayed by this command center first, there's no way for MarineKing to deny him scouting. He will, in fact, see the timing here. He's going to be feeling pretty good knowing that he cut corners, because it could be worse for him. He could be doing a 1-gate expand, dropping his Nexus like a few seconds ago, but now it's actually finishing up basically at the same time as that command center. He's already got the Stalker out to put on a little bit of pressure as well. MarineKing double gassing and will be teching up pretty soon here. Just going to continue to produce Marines off of those barracks as he gets the gas count higher.
One thing that you always have to keep in mind as well is that they have a bit of a history. MarineKing at the GSL was able to win in the final and take down StarTale. There was this problem with the drop in one of the first games. And of course the StarTale team was pretty upset about it. The situation between StarTale and Prime was also a topic in one of the interviews where where July talked about that how he feels regarding what happened, and that he is at the... Oh, the cell actually dying. But yeah, he felt like StarTale and the Prime team ever since had a little bit of a really tense relationship. And this also factors in here, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's... I mean, it was such a decision that... It's always going to be perhaps the most controversial decision that's ever been made in a StarCraft match. We have a double Nexus going up for Ace. His Nexus was not extremely fast, his third one. We'll see what he does this time. Will he actually bank up too much gas? Will he actually go for a push? We saw him do this earlier, and then he had too much gas. He couldn't hold off the medevac pushes his opponent threw at him.
His tech was too late.
We'll see what he does this time. He's going up 3 gates now, taking a third gas, but sticking with the 4 gates for now.
MarineKing moving out just in time. The probe sees this in time. Guesses Zalnaga Watchtower, saves the probe, moves in, spots the Marines, immediately moves back.
The Nexus will not likely be solid. MarineKing is just going to take the Watchtower with these Marines, and back at home he's getting his engineering bay, his factory is going up, his combat shields are finished before stim, making his Marines a little bit beefier. So the timing that MarineKing is going to want to hit with his medevacs is going to be a little bit different than usual. Okay, now we're seeing the gates added for Ace.
A lot of them.
A little bit later. And he is taking the additional gases. Let's see what he uses the gas for this time.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting. I really want to see what his follow-up is going to be here, what he's going to do with all this gas that he's mining right now. MarineKing has now the upgrades going, also Stim on its way, +1 attack is en route. He just finishes his factory, so the Medivacs will be an issue very soon. The last time we saw Ace play in a Terran versus Protoss was earlier on today against Hart, and he lost to a drop player, his opponent. So this time, definitely, he should. I would love for him to get a robo just to get the observers out right now to get some scouting information. But he's headed into a 12
so he's
and double.
But he's doing it at a very normal timing. This time it does not seem shaky like his last game. It's actually feeling very smooth. Getting the forges and his Twilight Council at a very normal timing, not really banking up that gas too much.
It's a way better transition.
Yeah, he's going to check for the third base of MarineKing right now. He does not see it. MarineKing started a Reaper for a second. It looks like it was a mistake because he did cancel it and started to produce Marauders again. Concussive Shells, +1, Stim all on the way. The first 2 Medivacs will be started fairly soon. He's actually going to go ahead and do that switch, and he will move out with 2 Medivacs, Stim, Concussive Shields, Concussive Shells, and +1. Of course, he has combat shields from earlier as well. He's going to make a third command center and attack. Ace, though, I think this time will be much better prepared.
Yeah, I think so too. He has a great economy now with 62 harvesters against 46. He's getting charged a lot earlier. He's using his energy. Might lose a stalk. Doesn't lose a stalker. But yeah, but he's losing the energy. He's using the energy on the Nexi in order to chrono boost all his upgrades. He's chrono boosting the double forge. He's chrono boosting his charge upgrade. So he will be ready.
Yeah.
Well, he just might attack before charge finishes, actually, MarineKing, that is, but...
Oh, look at this. He's going to deny the command center while all the units are out of position. This is actually a great timing by Ace. It seems he knows it.
Does he really attack the SCV? No, he does not realize that the Zealot by now is targeting down the command center, so he will be able to save it.
Yeah, that's
unfortunate.
A bit of a mistake there, but either way, it's frustrating.
You need to shift-click. If you just right-click on the SCV, as soon as it shifts positions at the command center, at the structure that it's building, then the unit that is attacking it will focus on the building instead of the unit, so you always need to shift right-click.
Yeah. Templar Archives coming up here as 1-1 is finishing up for Ace. Is trying to buy time for some preemptive force fields. As soon as he saw the scan, I actually respect that. If you get in the wrong position here, it doesn't matter what you have, you lose.
Charge is done. There's the Stim. He's not force fielding correctly.
He doesn't wait, man. He actually just ran in before Ace could even react. But Ace, I think, may have enough here.
He has the charge, and now he's trying to focus on these units. The Zealots are about to die nonetheless, though. But the army of MarineKing isn't strong enough.
Is coming in here.
He's swapping in the next round, and it looks like he pulled it off. Ace holds.
He holds. He has that third base up. MarineKing's third very late right now.
And this was really, really close. Just picture the force fields of a little bit faster, splitting the army of MarineKing in half. But no, he was not able to get it, but charge was done. The Zealots, they storm in, and wow, we have Archons now. We have +2 being researched.
2-2 way ahead of MarineKing
exactly,
right now.
MarineKing is far behind in upgrades, and he needs to be very careful here as Ace's economy is better. His tech is getting there. We have him with Storm being upgraded, Robo being built. Ace is looking strong.
He does. With that Storm coming out here, we are going to see him storm like a bad man. Parting has some of the best storms in the world, rivaled only by, you know, like Squirtle and maybe Oz. Otherwise, Parting Storms are like the best, and some people would argue even significantly better than Oz and Squirtle. With his greater upgrade lead, with the faster economy he's built, and with the fourth base, he can pretty much take whenever he wants right now. MarineKing is going to have to make something work. MarineKing is ahead in supply just slightly, but the composition lead definitely goes to Ace, who is already preparing a Colossus switch if need be.
Yeah, the Ghost Academy and the Ghost, they will be a lot later than the Storm. And once again, the Warpers, if he pulls off another game like in the last one, I'm going to have a heart attack.
MarineKing
you have to promise me that you don't do any... Oh!
MarineKing's actually continue to be aggressive here. He could make this work. What do I have to promise you?
No mouth-to-mouth CPR, what's it called? Call an ambulance. Storms go down, he's charging in. Backing off right now, but we don't have this many medivacs. They have to do overtime in order to heal all of these units. They are running out of energy fast.
He's trying to find an opening. These Zealots are going to be given away for free.
Exactly, I don't like this.
He doesn't have Storm ready on those Templar, and this is actually such a good trade for MarineKing. Ace has taken this game and thrown it in the trash can.
Oh, finally some decent Storm supports.
Well, they're dodged,
but
he dodges them.
He did not take too much damage. He forces him back a little bit, but now he's down 30 supply, and this is tricky now.
Oh, great position from MarineKing. Ace cannot actually engage against this concave. That Warp Prism may be used to great effect. We'll see what he's going to do here. It may be targeted, though.
Oh god, he's in a beautiful position. MarineKing, that is Ace is going in here. He has to. The Warp Prism
dies, and Ace he was so ahead in this game, but MarineKing taking a pretty significant lead here. Yeah, he's going to be cleaned up, but he did so much with this.
He did a ton of damage to the economy. It killed 17 probes. And this is really bad for Ace right now. As Wolf mentioned, he had a very good position against his opponent. Storm was ready.
This is important, though. He is going to go for counterattacks. MarineKing getting caught right now a little bit with his pants down.
Losing a lot of SCVs.
He needs to get himself together for a second here and prepare for a possible counterattack from Ace.
Another Warp Prism is being built.
Meanwhile, Ace looks like
Ace is everywhere.
He's going to defend this drop pretty easily, I think. Yes. That's a lot of resources spent on those Zealots that did not do very much damage.
No, they killed a few of these SCVs. 11.
Oh man, this drop at the bottom is stressing me out. He's actually surrounded on all sides. He cannot escape. If he actually reacts quickly, he will be able to save the units inside one of these drops.
Oh wow, every single medivac is dying, and he's taking down the units as well.
Yep. Actually, even with quick reaction there, the Stalkers with the heavy upgrades, of course the medivacs don't have plating, so...
He is at 2-2, and MarineKing just started his set of upgrades, while Ace is already going for 3-3, so he still maintains his upgrade advantage.
MarineKing, though, he has this 4th base up. He still has this very mobile, aggressive force. I think this is going to be one of these games that's decided by EMPs versus Storms. Even with the upgrade lead, it's going to be that late game process that Terrans are complaining about.
It's definitely not going to be an easy task for Ace right at this point. But he's going for the Storm drops. He's using the Warp Prism. That's something that people have been talking about so often, and he's actually putting it to use. Also warping additional units with the Warp Prism. He's doing a really good job here, but MarineKing with beautiful splits once again. He's known for it. Nice force fields to trap the bioforces. MarineKing dropping down to 130, gets 130 supply. The Terran player with a ton of minerals banked up, but he cannot put it to use immediately. This is such a great game.
Yeah, Ace on the retreat here. MarineKing chasing down all of his units. He's going to take out the Warp Prism as well.
This micro in these fights is just so amazing. A small amount of mistakes by Ace that put him far behind, or cost him his lead, I should probably say, and the fights are really, this is really what I enjoy the most. Ace with the dropship, he's going immediately for the Templar drops, using Storms, dodging the EMPs, and doing so much damage to MarineKing, but MarineKing with a split, then suddenly the force fields appear for Ace, trapping MarineKing's bio units. This is a great match.
3-3 is about to be done for Ace, and he may be able to utilize this timing. The problem is that right now he needs to be a little bit defensive using the Storms. He's taking another Nexus, so he's going to have to wait for a few more rounds before he can go in, and he will still have this upgrade advantage until 3-3 finishes for MarineKing, and that's going to be a long time. It all comes down to whether or not he wants to use it. This is a bad position to be in for Ace. He does not have any Storms here. His Zealots could actually be caught by Mirage. MarineKing, interestingly enough, though, decides to run away.
3-3
He's got
just
so many
finished for
medevacs. 13 medevacs out right now.
Yeah, that's a ton. There's really a lot of medevacs. Few Zealots at the top.
I don't know how much I like this commitment to this attack here by Ace. Some Storms are available in this Warp Prism, but there are a lot of units out from MarineKing. He does have 3-3.
Nice Storms. Beautiful Storms.
It may not be enough, though.
Yeah, it may not be, but those Storms were amazing.
Yeah, actually they are. And with 3-3 done for Ace and not for MarineKing, he is struggling a little bit here to actually get back and defend his base.
And these Zealots, they charge. Do they charge to the bottom? They can't. They are blocked. 140 supply against 150.
But he's attacking the third.
At the third, exactly. And he
kills the command center over at the 5th. He killed the command center at the 5th.
And he's going for Colossi now. He has double robo.
Yep. There are ghosts on the way. Vikings getting +2 right now. He does, however, have 0 Vikings out right now.
Yeah, he doesn't have any. MarineKing just preparing here. This match is far from being over. 20 minutes in the game, and we have seen so many turnarounds here. Extended thermal lance is being researched. We have 6 and 7 additional, 8, 12, 14 High Templars. That's the count for him right now.
Oh my god.
15 and Archons morphing.
Just a few Archons there, adding in one more High Templar right now. Thermal Lance is on the way. 2 Colossi are going to come out, and they're going to start to change the way that the dynamic of this map plays out. MarineKing will not be down on upgrades very much longer. He's actually about 60 in-game seconds away from finishing.
Storming once more. Someone has been practicing with parting.
He has, that's for sure. Oz, another player really well known for his Warp Prism drops.
MarineKing taking
he's going in.
Now the first Colossi already extended thermal lance.
He's focusing so much on this Warp Prism, but the Storms are really good, and Ace in a great position here. Can he get a few more key Storms off? There are nothing but medevacs in this army.
The last Storm basically hit only Zealots, and here come the 2 Colossi. Extended thermal lance not done. 3-3 for MarineKing. It's about to finish.
It's done, and he's chasing Ace back here. Another Storm goes down, but nice splitting by MarineKing.
There's another force of reinforcement for MarineKing, eating a Storm, but
he has so many medevacs. He's actually just going to tear through the rest of these Archons, I feel.
Archons and Zealots. Ace, is he losing this game? Is he losing his position? The army supply heavily in favor of MarineKing with 58 to 100.
Yep, and he is trying to dart in, but there are these Colossi ready for him. He cannot kite against the Zealots and deal with those Colossi. Thermal Lance is done. MarineKing forced back, but he has so many reinforcements streaming across. I feel like he needs to back up and get all of his units together and go for a big push.
He's on 4 bases. Ace is on 5 at this point. Viking production has been started. MarineKing at 200 supply. Ace is at 80 army supply against 130. He's 50 army supply below his opponent.
Well, this game has not ended. We're going to see him actually destroy these rocks so he can protect the bottom right base that he's likely going to take next. MarineKing has not remade a 5th. He's actually lifting his orbital from his main to send it over to that same location.
And Ace is taking another base. He's taking a 6th now. Viking count at this point is 5.
This is what I like to see, man. MarineKing darting in. He's setting up a good concave. The Archon's leading the charge, but MarineKing, he's in a great position now. He hesitates, though.
He's like, ready or not, here I come, but he's not willing to fully commit to this attack. He does not want to run into those Colossi, and of course there's always the danger of him being attacked by Colossi and Storm at the same time with double area of effect. This would obliterate his bio army. He has to be very careful here, getting into a good position, trying again to get in here.
He's stemming so many units, trying to find a weak point. One Viking leading the charge here. Oh, if MarineKing gets a concave on the outside here, he's going to be in great position, and he does. The Vikings taking some hits, but doing the real damage to the Colossi here, but Ace, even so, just too many.
Losing everything here. MarineKing is down to 120. He lost so much to the Colossi.
And he is going to start losing more and more medevacs. The Stalkers will blink forward to chase.
Oh my
and I think
God.
MarineKing is out here. He had a great position, but the Storms and the Colossi were just too much for him.
50 more army supply, and suddenly he's losing ground. He was walking onto the high ground. And look at this game. This is insane.
Keep in mind that about 30 of that supply was in the medevacs, and the damage output for Ace with those Colossi, with those Storms, was just too much. He can't even produce anymore. He's maxed out. MarineKing is making 5 Vikings at a time. Manor Nexus.
This is Sparta. He's going in now. 200 supply against 140. MarineKing desperately trying to get his Viking count up. Even shields being researched for Ace, who is on 6 bases now.
Yep. And he's going to make that Nexus in the middle of the map. Decide not to do it, actually, interestingly enough.
What a game.
MarineKing finally secures that 5th base using the command center from the main.
MarineKing looked like he would be able to make good on his lead that he had, but now it's Ace who's so close of getting into Code S. If Ace takes this, he will be able to advance. He will be. But now he's moving in with his units. The Vikings sniping all the Colossi. The Storm hit home though. And those Zealots, they charge in. They do damage. Another set of Storm hits. MarineKing drops down to 100 supply against 173. Wolf, I am going nuts here. This is not possible. What a match.
He's going to do it, man. He's going to take this game. The Zealots coming in here.
Ace is moving
forward.
He's dancing.
He's dancing his Zealots indeed. He's killing the SCVs, and MarineKing has no more options left. He can't even really produce his units. They're dying as they come out to the extremely heavily upgraded army of Ace. He holds his orbital in the center, but Ace still just has too many units. He's got a huge second wave coming in, a ton of High Templar. And look at this, he's actually just wasting his Zealots away, knowing how ahead he is. MarineKing will take out these Zealots now.
They start to attack nonetheless though, but where is Ace's final attack? He should not overdo it with the celebration here. He's moving in with the Archons. He's ripping
and
those Marines and Marauders to shreds and stomps them again.
MarineKing takes the lead and the army supply, and will take out these Archons.
Oh, the storms though, the storms are
just too much.
Ace has 7 bases now. He's building 3 additional Nexi, and MarineKing is down to 65 supply.
Yep.
Army supply in favor of Ace. Overall supply 60 to 150.
He's 60 workers up right now, and the last Archon falls, but more Zealots are coming in, starting to tear through that production. MarineKing cannot keep up his production on for long. He's making only Marines right now.
On the other hand, we have Ace not targeting the 5th base of MarineKing to the top left. There is a base mining with a lot of mules. If he sends a few Zealots over there, I feel the game is over. MarineKing looking pretty stressed here, fighting for his teammate, fighting for Boom Boom. If Ace wins, he's in Code S. Boom Boom will be in Code A. MarineKing is not giving up here.
Nope, he wants it so badly for his teammate. 8 Marines at a time coming out here. He's going to try to micro his heart out to win this game. I just cannot see it working. He does not have enough.
With only Marines against
he has no answer
Colossi.
Yeah.
There are too many. There are too many here. The Marines, the Zealots, they take charge. The Storm, it hits. Another one hits home as well.
And MarineKing down to 42 supply.
This has to be
Ace
over.
quadrupling his supply here.
Wow.
He will have to GG. There's no way for him to recover. He wants Boom Boom again so bad, but GG.
GG. MarineKing loses to Ace. Startail Ace advances. He advances to Code S. Look at this.
Well done by Ace. A very tense game, a very close game.
Oh, God.
But in the end, he emerges victorious. They're like looking for some sort of celebration. All right, there they get it.
A little bit hesitant. MarineKing is disappointed. Boom Boom is like, hey, it's okay, you did your best. And he sure did, but still, look at how disappointed he is.
I think MarineKing is too hard on himself.
He wanted to win this game so badly for Boom Boom.
He would have gone 5-0 with this win as well, which is something impressive to say, but I still think it's a little bit... you know, every time a StarTale player doesn't have their jersey, they always wear a Sounds, it seems like. Like, if you're...
Sounds jersey is the most sweaty one.
I know, man.
They never wash it. It's just like so disgusting. You punish them for forgetting their
Ace,
own.
Listen, man, your shirt may have been dirty, but so is Sounds. Everyone's been using that. So, that was a very tense game that we just witnessed with crazy storms. Great Warp Prism usage throughout the mid-game to use those storms where they belonged. MarineKing had several moments where he had the game in his hands, but Ace did the same. That was one of the most back-and-forth TVPs I've ever cast, and that's why I'm so excited to see how StarCraft 2 is getting to a level where we can hopefully one day consistently see 6 bases in a matchup like this. I mean, that is awesome. That is like StarCraft 1 stuff right there.
This was just amazing. And keep in mind, Ace played 2 games back-to-back here. He started with a game against
long
games against 2 Prime players. First Boom Boom, and then he took on MarineKing, and he defeated both of them. I can promise you one thing. In the GSL, he's going to be one of the players. He will definitely facing the Prime team. With those 2 matches, he can take down either one of them.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's smacked Prime down. You said both. You got 2 Prime players. For me to face, I can take them out. Even if I'm behind or in certain stages of the game, I know how to win at the mid and the late game.
What a day, Will.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What a group. This whole week has been insane. The up and downs have been amazing. I'm completely blown away by Ace's performance today. I have to confess that I did not believe in him.
I did not either.
I did not believe in his chances to get out of this group. He proved himself today.
He did prove himself, absolutely.
To himself, to his fans, and to us, this was great. This was great play. His ZVP It was mind-blowing how well he played this, and also in the last game, how often did we talk about a War Prism to being used to dodge EMPs?
He was so good at multitasking in all these games, also sending Zealots to harass MarineKing multiple times. I mean, oftentimes it didn't work, but he was able to multitask it out anyways, which in itself is impressive, while trying to dodge EMPs, trying to split his forces, make sure that MarineKing doesn't have the better concave on sides of his ramp, on the insides of that choke point, at the same time sending Zealots in, using a lot of warp ends. He double expanded and knew how to defend it. You saw basically in this game a more fleshed out version of I think what he wanted to do in his previous one on Daybreak. Like the build that he had on Daybreak it got shut down by drops and in kind of a multi-pronged attack. It seemed like he didn't quite know how to transition after the early game kind of messed with them a little bit. But in this one, everything was normal, everything went smoothly. It seemed like a big improvement from what we saw last time.
But before we close the stream today, guys, there's one thing that I definitely want to mention, which is really important. We have the Code A qualifier coming up this weekend on Sunday and on Monday, at 11 a.m. KST, which equals 4 a.m. in Europe. We will have the Code A qualifier, and this time we are going to have a live stream. It was actually awesome. The GSL, we talked to GOM and we said, okay, listen up, the foreigners are really interested in how the qualifiers are actually developing, if there are any foreigners who will be able to make it into Code A this season. So they allowed us to set up a live stream, and we will talk to a lot of players, ask them for interviews as well. So it will start at the weekend. I'm sure that at GOMTV will tweet about it. At ProxyWolf is going to tweet the link as soon as the stream is up, and so will I at Kaldor. So if you're going out at the weekend, if you're Europeans, it's 4 a.m. in the morning, you come back, have a drink with your friends, and then you watch some GSL Code A qualifier, the most stacked qualifier in the universe of StarCraft 2. So don't miss out on it. We're having a look at today's results, though.
Yeah, let's take a look at our results for today, our scores. You see that MarineKing will advance along with Ace, a player who defeated him in that final match. Both of them going 4-1. MMA losing a kind of a bit of an upset, going 0-3. Killer as well, looking a little bit weak in this group. Heart and Boong Boong kind of, I guess, the medium players here. Boong Boong so close to getting out. Heart showing some great macro play as well as a lot of all-ins. We saw a ton of all-ins in this group, in fact.
Yeah, we've seen all-ins, we've seen long games. And
here is
matches.
The Code S lineup. You can see a pretty even race distribution. In fact, I think the most even one we've ever had, if I'm not mistaken.
11 Terrans, we have 8 Zerg players and 9 Protoss. And just look at this lineup, guys. This is amazing. It's actually 10 Protoss, it's not 9. There's a small mistake in the counting, but that's still...
Yep. That's a group it's going to be awesome to see. Here is Code A for now. We have 18 players in here, but that's only part of it. We're going to have, of course, several more coming out of the qualifiers. 10 Terrans, 3 Zergs. These 3 Zergs also have the potential of being completely knocked out of the GSL in their first round of Code A, so keep that in mind.
Yes, and look at some of these names that we have here. Bolt, for example, MMA, Bomber, Alive. This is Jakji, former champion.
Yep, and even Hack as well. We've got Killer, Vines, Puzzle. It's a pretty good lineup, but that's just basically only one part of what Code A is going to be. We're going to see that's kind of 1/3. The second third will come from the Code A qualifiers, and the final third, which is actually a smaller portion, will come from the losers of the Code S group. So that'll kind of flesh out the bracket for us.
Yep, that's true. So I'm really looking forward to the next season. And guys,
don't forget, next week, GSTL. We're going to have Fnatic and Team Liquid participating this season as well. OGS is out. That's something a lot of people have been asking about. I just want to clarify that. OGS is, in fact, out. Their team has disbanded. So that's all I have, Kaldor. It's been a great week of up and downs. Been enjoying casting with you, and I guess we'll see you guys at the qualifiers.
See you soon. Bye-bye, and I hope you enjoyed the show today.
I'll take the high road like I should.